Live here with the Texas A&M Aggies. I did go to the end of the year just because I know y'all are so stoked for 2031 when we finally get that big time shakeup with the ACC. And we'll see what happens with the rest of the NCAA. Either way, here was our schedule. Week 1, you saw we beat Syracuse 41-17. Very easy win over a team that was ranked short after. We crush FCS. We beat Nebraska, a team that was got as high as the top 10 at 7-1. They've lost 2 games since. They finished 9-3 under Bill Belichick. Beat Ole Miss on the road. This was at the time a top 10 victory. Obviously, did not shape up to go well. It was college game day was there. Ole Miss ended up losing like every game for the rest of the year. They're 5-7. What's up, Hollywood? Arkansas, a team that had a big upset win, but not against us. We beat them 65-30 in their place. The Razorbacks missed a bowl game as well at 5-7. Bama, they went 8-4. We beat them by 32, 56-24 at our place. Beat 6-6 Troy 51-3. We went to Missouri in an undefeated battle between us. They were ranked 7th at the time. They were 7-0. And we beat them by 42 in their house in the top 10 battle. College game day was there. College game day was at this very next game where we blacked out Oklahoma. We were up 24-21 going into the 4th, but we blew it open, finished strong. Oklahoma's still making the playoffs, though. Crushed Mississippi State. Georgia was up on us 17-0 with a minute left in the first half. We made it 17-3, and then we clawed all the way back to, with 2 minutes left in the game, scored a game-tying touchdown to make it 31-31, and then with about 45 seconds, gave Georgia the ball back. The Bulldogs immediately turn it over. They threw an interception, and we got it back, got in field goal range, and nailed a 40-yard field goal by Jamie Sosa to get the dub. Then we go to Texas. It was ugly, but we beat them 20-17. The Longhorns played us close as anybody this year, but they ended with another disappointing year. In that game, our starting quarterback, who is now Bruce Johnson. Johnson, again, played bad against whoever that was. We benched him for Johnson, and he was amazing. Bruce Johnson, in his first 4 games, had 17 touchdowns, no picks. Did throw 3 against Georgia. That's why the total is at 7 for the season, but he's still had an insane year. For a guy that only started, 9 games for us? Yeah, for a guy that only started 9 games to have 33 passing touchdowns is pretty good. Running backs, it was Clemens, Teamer, and Biggers who were all together in this room, but then Clemens had like a 150-yard game against somebody, and we just relied on him for the rest of the year. He was great, 707 yards, 10 scores. Teamer, Biggers, Anthrop was still bad. Deuce with 2 rushing scores. Receiving, Trent Callis was amazing. Jabu Rome, Celeste Miles, and then even Virgil was great. Taylor Virgil played in the receiving game. Devontae Trapuka was a superstar. He is hurt, though. Again, he's out for 2 weeks. He'll miss the conference championship. The thing about Trapuka, he missed 10 games last year. Ed Ramesh led the team in sacks. Didn't have 20 like he did last year with USC, but again, he was a rotational player. Jamerson Stead, the other transfer, with 6. Gillen with 5. True freshman Easton Woodson with 4.5. True freshman Duran Alaka with 3. And then picks, we had a ton. 5. Oh my God, we had so many picks. 5 for Virgil, who had 4 in the first 4 games. Teams just stopped throwing his direction. He had more receiving touchdowns than really any opposing player did against this defense. Walt Jones with 3, including the one, in only 8 games, Walt Jones had 3, including the one against Georgia that helped us win the game. Trapuka with 2, Winston, Omame, Maimi, Bragg with 2, Gathers with 1, and Teo with 1. Defensive touchdowns, we had 1 for Virgil. But yeah, that was what was up. We're gonna go to the next week. I legitimately thought we were gonna drop that game against Georgia, down 17-0, having already thrown 2 interceptions early in the game. I didn't think we had it, but we were able to pull it out. We're not going to play this game against Georgia. I will show you the top 25. Pitt also went 12-0. They could easily find themselves in a great conference. Stanford's number 3 at 11-1. They've turned their program around. Duke is 11-1. Oklahoma State, Georgia, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Michigan, Florida, LSU, Penn State, UCLA, Clemson just lost. Arkansas State is 12-0. They'll probably be in the playoffs, assuming they are able to solidify a victory this week. Not team schedule. Scores and schedules. So you got East Carolina and UCF face off in the American. This doesn't really matter. ECU is ranked, but they basically have no chance of making the conference championship the college football playoffs. Top 5 battle in the ACC title game between Duke and Pitt. 2 teams that are likely going to be in a new conference next year. The Big 12 is SMU, Oklahoma State. That's a fun one. Michigan, Penn State in the Big 10. Certainly one with playoff implications. Mizzou and Sam Houston in the least entertaining conference championship ever. Both those teams are 7-5 in the CUSA. MAC has a ranked battle between Ohio and Toledo. Mountain West, this would be a shocker. I would be shocked if New Mexico State would upset Arkansas State. The Red Wolves are currently 12-0, looking to walk into the CFP. I'm not going to play this game, like I said, because we already played Georgia. We've won the conference championship a million times. Their defense is great, and if they're going to win it, they're going to win it. We've won, 18 straight games, and we do lose. Oh, my. So the 18-game winning streak is done. John Casillas from Fresno State wins the Heisman. Taylor Virgil obviously wins the Thorpe. But yeah, we lost. Pitt is 13-0. They'll be the number 1 seed. I think I might just... Oh my goodness, we got killed. We got crushed in the playoffs. I think I might just send these playoffs. If we make it to the Natty, I'll play it. Managed staff. Colin Klein and Jay Bateman, man, they've just stuck with us. I forgot to look at what the first round was, but we'll just see it whenever. We did still get a bye. We play Oklahoma State in the Rose Bowl. That's a fun one. I won't be playing it because it's not fun enough. Oh my goodness, LSU with the big upset over Duke. The Blue Devils go down, and LSU moves on. Florida upsets North Carolina. Penn State with the win, and Oklahoma State beat Fresno State. That means Arkansas State lost the conference championship. That's insane. For the award winners, take a look at that. Casillas won the Heisman for Fresno State. Great career for him. I don't know about Heisman worthy. Very interesting year. I think Miguel Savage was up front for quite a long time. Taj Mechie's a great player. Bear Bryant, we finished 7th. O'Brien is Casillas. The Bednarik, we were 5th and 6th. The Nagurski, we were 5th and 7th. The Thorpe, we were 1st and 10th. Obviously didn't get a Doak. Didn't get anyone on the Biletnikoff is interesting. Edge rusher, Ramesh was 10th. The Mackey, nobody. The Broyles, nobody. The Remington, we were 6th. Interesting, very interesting. All right, we're going to go ahead and see, assuming we beat Oklahoma State in the Rose Bowl. Looks like we did. We do beat them. And we play Penn State in the Orange Bowl. Very interesting. Penn State. That is a team. Oh my gosh, LSU insanity run continues. Penn State knocks off Pitt in a rivalry playoff game in the Peach Bowl. LSU knocks off Stanford. Numbers 1 and 3 have fallen. 2 and 4 remaining, and then 9 and 11 are your underdogs. I'm assuming one of them is going to make the Natty. Actually, like maybe Penn State. Did we win? Yeah, we did. We win. We beat them. Go into the Natty against LSU. Okay, we got a new D coordinator. I think our guy finally left. I'm going to send this. I'm assuming we're going to win. The LSU insanity run's been crazy, though. Come on. Yep. We won the Natty. Back-to-back national championship winners. We get CEO unlocked. Take a look at staff moves. Kirby Smart went to the NFL. What? And Brian Kelly is his replacement. Kalani Sitake is his D coordinator. Manny Diaz went to the NFL. Jay Bateman's the head coach at Clemson. What? Oh my goodness. What a freaking offseason for coaching. Kirby Smart goes to the NFL. Glenn Schumann is the new head coach at Duke after Manny Diaz left for the NFL. Matt Campbell goes to West Virginia. Brent Key got fired. Dan Mullen got fired. We hired this Matthew Draghi guy, who I might just fire next year. All right, let's take a look at the history update. We beat him. Heisman was Casillas. Darren O'Toole. Interesting. Oh my God, that's a former Aggie. Darren O'Toole is edge rusher of the year for Oklahoma State. Wait, we got to check this out. We had him forever, and he never played with us. You're telling me Darren O'Toole won it? Yeah, 19 sacks for the dude. Holy cow. Shout out Darren O'Toole, man. Alright, I think I'll actually do the offseason on stream for once. I feel like I never do. Take a look at the players leaving. I've stopped making draft classes just because. We'll go position by position. Quarterback, Bruce Johnson is leaving for the draft. I think it's only fitting. We got to let him go. Maggio, can't let him transfer. He's gone. We have no quarterbacks. We have no quarterbacks in our QB room. Ginn is getting drafted. Mike Bunch transferring. That's not good. Anthrop leaves for the draft. Taking a look at this guy, he was just never good for us. He was a perennial backup on our squad. Rafael Biggers, what a legend. Didn't have as good of a senior year as his junior year. But yeah, this guy was a big part of both of our national championship runs, running back on third downs. And then we had Frederick Teamer. Great player, 412 yards, 9 touchdowns with us this year. The year before at Syracuse, he was amazing. He'll always be remembered for how he was at Syracuse. But he was obviously great with us. Jabu broke out as expected. He's gone. Trent Callis is going to be great. He's gone. Celessi Miles, he's gone. Tavares Aragus is going to be a top pick. Hayden Lund was a 5-star, but never really played with us because he had brutal normal development. Nico Guillermo is going to be a top pick, as is Tyler Way, as is Gideon Chikluma. We're going to have to replace a lot on the O-line. Julius Gilliam, he's gone for the draft. Carl Chibane, gone. Ed Ramesh is getting drafted in the first round. Lamar Callis transferring. He's gone. Bob Austin? Surely not. He's back, thank goodness. I need Sidney Kane to come back. I don't care if Russ Crook's leaving. What's your star dev? You He's gone. Do have a lot of guys transferring. Gathers, he's gone as well. All right. So we're going to say goodbye to all those players. Yep, we're going to do that. And then after that, we will sim ahead. It is now the 2030-2031 off season. And we're going to take a look at the transfer portal. First, we'll see Elijah Hay may or may not be on the board. The subtle guy is certainly not. Manley may or may not be on the board. Roberto Best did not come here, which sucks. Vondre Laborn is going to sign. Clemson just now offered him. We were his only offer as a 5-star recruit for the entire season. Jamie Harris, we've been in a battle for forever. Looks like he's leaning Ohio State. But he's going to come here because I love him. Kofi is another guy who we've been in a battle for literally 10 plus weeks. Just us in Alabama 1v1. We're like way past that top bar. We're like over double. TJ Masterd's going to stay on the board. So this is going to be the board. We have 22 spots available. Oh my goodness, look who's back in the portal. Look who's back in the portal. Earl Rochelle after a 40-touchdown season. And look where he wants to go. Just look. Just look where this guy wants to go to school. I don't believe it. Adonis Keys wants to come here. Yeah, I guess we're going to go after Jaquez Timms. Wish I could go after a younger guy. Go after D'Angelo Cormier, actually. Ernest Brightwell from Tennessee transfer. Go after him. What do we still need? Safeties. Need safeties. So we could go after corners or we could go after safeties, but we just need safeties. Eli Walters. Boom. Boom, corner. Boom, corner. Any more offensive linemen to go after? There's a guy from Bama, a guy from Florida named Power. It's pretty sick. He's kind of small though. David Carlos. Did this guy from Bama start? No, he didn't. Who's the youngest? Yeah, we're gonna go after David Carlos, and that's gonna be it. All right, everyone needs a scholarship, including Earl Rochelle, who could come home. He got kicked out of the program for steroids after setting the single season passing yards and touchdown record as a redshirt freshman. Then his development stunted, became normal dev trait. And as he went to Minnesota and was bad. Then he goes to Ohio State, fills in for their guy, and throws for 40 touchdowns again. And then, guess what? Hops right back in the portal for one last ride. Possibly with where it all began. Last year when he was in the portal, he wanted to come here. That was his intention. But we told him, no, you're not starting over Gregory again. Where could he go now? Florida State, North Carolina. He could be in our conference playing against us. Everybody's going to get 50. I think we're going to have enough points for everyone to have 50. All these transfers coming in. We're not going to get all of them, but I certainly want as many as I possibly can get. Ben Fish, number one transfer from the Bronx. Ben Kamara, Robert Thomas from Frisco, and then plenty of corners. Because we need some guys to slot over to safety. Colt Russo, Alan O'Keene are more corner guys. Devontae Michaels. Frederick Self, put on some pounds in your safety. Boom, there it is, week 1, let's do it. Simulate ahead. See what happens. See the shakeup. Looks like we got a commit. It's Vondre Laborn, the 5-star. Ah, the #1 guy in the country does not want to come here. And one transfer is not interested. That's very sad here. All right, what's happened? Earl Rochelle, we're 3rd. He wants to go to Florida State. Florida State gave. The thing is, we're not really giving him the biggest NIL deals, but we want him to come here. We want him to come to the back. Miguel Hernandez is an interesting option. D'Angelo Cormier is probably a lost cause. Remove him. Ernest Brightwell, we're so far behind. Johnny Davis, we've got the lead. Adonis Keys, we're in 2nd. Jamie Felder, we're off to a nice start. Monte Jr., nice start. Didn't get Alex Whiting. Tremaine Clay, nice start. Corbin Manley, max him out. He's a high schooler. Brian Montiel, David Carlos, we have the lead. Things are looking good for a lot of these guys. Jamie Harris, we're in a huge battle. Ben Fish, big battle. Ben Kamara, it's going to be a foot race with 2 probable new SEC schools. Kofi, we're still on the battle. Colt Russo, still fighting. Allen, here we're off to a good start. Same thing with Devontae here. Same thing with Frederick. Same thing with Greg. TJ Masterd. Eli Walters, we have the lead. We can now go after 2 players. I want it to be 1 O-lineman and 1 quarterback. Let me add George Corker. Smaller guy, but maybe he'll be something. This George doesn't want us. Javante Pankey. Let him come on the board as well. I'm going to give Corker and Pankey scholarships, and then make sure as many people as possible get to visit. Rochelle's going to come in, talk about championship contender. Adonis Keys is going to come in. Can't see his thing because it's stupid. All right, championship contender. Perfect. Who else wants to come in? Thinking Manuel Hernandez. Playing time. Boom. Maybe not the best to pitch playing time to a backup when Earl Rochelle is visiting, but whatever. Johnny Davis, you can come in. Brand exposure. That's everything. It's time to give those other guys all their points. hours and stuff. Devontae Pankey can have those 50. And doesn't even have an offer from Temple or New Mexico State. He's about to get one from Texas A&M. Be like, what in the world? I think his deal breaker is playing time. That's why those are all his favorite schools. Get Corbin Manley. That's perfect. Earl Michelle immediately locked us out. That is so sad. I've been trying so hard to get that reunion with him, but we're not going to get it. Manuel Hernandez, we might not even get. This might become a problem. We might not have a starting quarterback. I need Manuel Hernandez very badly so he can be my guy. Brand exposure. Yeah, I need this guy. George Corker might have to be my starting quarterback if not. Ernest Brightwell, we're not going to get. Remove him from the board. Johnny Davis, we also might not get. That's certainly a problem. We have to take a guess. Don't like doing this. I'm going to say it's championship contender, though. That benefits us more. Did not get Adonis Keys. That's very sad. Monte Jr. looks good, though. Jamie Fielder looks good. Tremaine Clay, still looking solid on him. Pankey, we're off to a great lead. David Carlos. Ryan Montiel does not look as good. Neither does Trey Wall. Need to get those guys coming in for a visit. Jamie Harris, still fighting for that high school player. Ben Fish. Ben Kamara, not looking good. Robert Thomas looking much better. Hopefully we're just going to be in a battle for forever. Holt Russo. Alan O'Keen. He's going to be one of those guys coming in most visit. Devontae Michaels. Self. Ricks. TJ Masters we want so bad. Oh my God, Ohio State is still... I'm back-to-back national champions, and Ohio State still takes my players every single freaking year. Fucking year. Alright, let's go get some more players. Don't really care what position, just maybe hopefully a running back. Yeah, need a running back, need some... Yeah. Alfonso Lester. Boom, there's that wide receiver we need. Vernon LeBeau. Jaquez Timms is going to North Carolina. Good for him. He will start there most likely. Oh, Jamal Bostic, 1,000-yard rusher last year at Utah from Carthage, Texas. That's the kind of guy I want on my squad. The problem is he's already gotten offers, which is a little bit of a problem. But that's fine. Who's going to come in for visit? Trey Wall, battling with the California schools for him. Talked to him about the championship contender. We literally won the last 2 of them. Ben Fish, same thing. We win championships. We do it every year. Eli Walters. Hey, buddy, we win championships and we do it every year. Oh my goodness. All right. Head into the final week. Need some commits. Need them bad. I need to see some. Oh, I didn't see any commits. I saw somebody commit to Alabama, and I really made me dead inside. Manuel, we're in a battle. It's not good. George Corker might have to be my starter next year. Oh, God. We're not going to have any running backs. We're not going to have any running backs next year. The fall off of Texas A&M needs to be studied, folks. Yeah, I'm watching the North Carolina game right now. Won't show me the score, though. Keep looking over, and they're like, just talking about Bill Belichick. Okay, Elijah Hay, good. Jamie Fielder. We're going to get Jamie Fielder. We just need to just finish him out. Playing time is F? Why do you mean his playing time is F? He's gonna play, is he not? Tremaine Clay, don't like that we don't have the hard sell. Of course, we have it for Pankey. Lafayette, Louisiana. David Carlos, championship contender. And brand exposure, that should be enough. Playing time. Yeah, he wants to be a prime time player. Brian Montiel, do I even try? Can't even visit. Yeah, he's a lost cause. Trey Wall, we're going to have to guess. Championship contender. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Could be that one. Could be that one. Could be that one. We're going to have to guess. Go with Sunday player. Hopefully it's right and we get him. It probably won't be. But Jamie Harris still battling. Ben Fish, it's going to be a... Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get him. We're battling with the two elite Pennsylvania schools. Ben Kamara might be impossible. Gotta schedule him on a visit. And then maybe, just maybe, Conference Prestige Championship contender. Not that one. Gotta be this one. Another Sunday player. Robert Thomas. We want him bad. I don't know if we're going to get him, though. Texas Tech's got him on a visit. Boom, do this. Conference legend. Alright, Kofi, we're still in the battle. Colt Russo, I don't think it's possible. Maybe if we schedule visit and get the hard sell, it's playing time and championship contender. So we're already off on a bad foot with the F playing time. He's white, so he'd be a safety anyways. Okay, he's Coach Prestige, standard bearer. Boom, that's him. Devontae Michaels, pro potential brand exposure. I mean, I'm just spitballing here with these hard sells because we got to get one down. Like everybody has to have one at the end of the day. Frederick Self, we could probably get by without one. Gregory Ricks is ready for one. Boom, Vernon LeBeau. Is he big? Yeah, he could be a safety. Mastered, we have the lead. That's another 5-star. Eli Walters, we jump in the lead. That's huge. Now what do? We need more outside linebackers. 4-star quarterbacks in the transfer portal that are open. Three-star players in the transfer portal. Yeah, need halfbacks. Desperately. Charles Zenner. Who's this guy? Paul Flint, the elusive bruiser. Throw him on there. Throw Kevin Spaulding. And maybe throw Zach Paxson. Maybe, just maybe. Ricardo Hunt, the thumper. Throw him on. Give them all their flowers. And I think we'll just settle for these two 3-star transfer backs. Paul Flint's a freshman. Who needs a visit? I have one visit. Who am I giving it to? Michaels? I think Michaels makes a lot of sense. Fly him in for pro potential. I think that's it. No. It can't be. Yeah, we still have one more. Colt Russo. Championship contender. Still one more. What do we do? This is so stressful. Monte Jr., Robert Thomas. Can't bring him in. Gregory Ricks. No, Carlos. David Carlos is the guy. That's all we can do. 35 guys. Let's hope we sign at least 28 of them. I want to see everybody. I want to see it just be like the last the old NCAA games, just yellow all over the screen. Mastrid commits. Elijah Hay commits, the high schoolers. Monte Jr., that's good to see. It's a transfer. Robert Thomas, that's a big battle. Eli Walters, we were in the league before. Glad we didn't lose him. Glad we didn't lose Gregory Ricks. Javante Pankey, 3-star tackle from Tulane. George Corker, at least we got one quarterback. Vernon LeBeau. Devontae Michaels. David Carlos. Please tell me we got the other quarterback. Please, please, please. Jimmy Felder. Fonzo Lester. Paul Flint. Kevin Spaulding. Did not get him. Did not get the other quarterback. Didn't get Colt Russo. Didn't get Ben Kamara. Won't even see. We won't even see. We got the stupid quarterback. Signing day. Who got him? Tennessee got Manuel. We signed 9 5-stars, 12 4-stars, 4 3-stars. 9 5-stars has got to be a college football record. But we might be starting a true freshman at quarterback. Because is we didn't return anyone from last year. Oh my, this is putrid. Normal dev. Okay, we might be starting a 70 overall. George Corker. Oh my god, he's so horrible. At least we have Ethan O'Sullivan. Do we have an athlete? Nope. Running backs, we got Clemens. Ken Spalding comes in 84. We got Alati, we got Sty, we got Steven, we got this Paul Flint. What's the story of Kevin Spalding? He's Boston College, then Syracuse, same running back room as Teamer. He was Teamer's too. But yeah, he's been bad wherever he's gone. Like he's not a great guy. I think a lot of people are going to play over him. Jamie Felder, he was a 1,000-yard player last year at Arizona State. Good the year before that. Got Monty Jr. as well. Kind of the flip side of production-wise of Felder, 1,000 yards 2 years ago. Alfonso Lester, you bring him in from Notre Dame. He's been a backup there. Haynes, Boudreaux, Washington, Baptiste, and Elijah Hay. Bryce Proctor here. Tremaine Clay. Matt Love. Nobody at center. They can put Vi Gallen there. Impact depth trait. Maybe move David Wusu inside. Kick him in. Yeah, I think I'm going to kick Enrique Cardosa into left guard. Kick David Carlos in to be our center. And yeah, I'm going to kick David Wusu inside. Not Fasano. Wusu inside to be the right guard. Fasano at tackle. Gillen. And then we'll do, who wants to go to left? Von Ray Laybourne to play left end. Dion Coker in left will also be a left guy. Yeah, but we bring back Bob Austin, you bring back Gillum, Easton Woodson, Durana Lockett, and then the big guy, Jeremiah Swoop. Elite development trait for Vernon Moran. A ton of young guys here in the D-tackle room. Jamerson Stead. Mike, we got Robert Thomas. Bettis DeLuca. Corners, didn't get a lot of the corners. Devontae Michaels is a little underwhelming. Impact. This team is not as good as it was the previous years. We lost a lot this year. Lost a ton. We'll go to next week. And I think that's where I'll log off and upgrade my players, and you'll see where everybody goes. So I'll see y'all.